Rick Ross has never been the type to hold his tongue. Whether it's calling out industry giants, flexing his wealth, or making power moves behind the scenes, he always finds a way to stay in the headlines. But this time, Rosie might have taken things to another level. The rap mogul just put Rolling Loud on blast, called out the entire Free Lil Durk movement, and on top of that, whispers are circulating that he may have finessed Big Meech out of millions. It all started when fans noticed Rick Ross wasn't showing any love to the Free Lil Durk movement. With Durk behind bars, the hip-hop world has been rallying behind him, pushing for his release. You'd expect someone like Ross, who has built a brand around supporting street legends, to be on board. But instead, he did the opposite. He shut it down completely. At Rolling Loud, fans were chanting Free Durk, expecting major artists to co-sign the movement. But when it came time for Ross to speak, he didn't hold back. He made it clear that he wasn't about to just throw his name behind something without understanding the full picture. "Ain't no Free Lil Durk over here," he reportedly said, shocking the crowd. The moment spread like wildfire, with fans immediately questioning what Ross meant by it. Some took it as Ross simply staying out of legal drama, refusing to support something he wasn't fully informed about. Others thought it was deeper. Maybe a personal issue between him and Durk, or something behind the scenes that fans don't know about. Whatever the case, it was a rare moment of a rap legend publicly distancing himself from one of the biggest movements in hip-hop right now. But that wasn't the only controversy surrounding Ross. While the Rolling Loud situation had fans buzzing, an even crazier story started making the rounds, one that involved none other than Big Meech, the legendary founder of BMF. Big Meech's name is respected in the streets and the industry alike. He built one of the most powerful drug empires in America and became a cultural icon in the process. Even after being locked up, his influence still runs deep. But now, there are rumors that Rick Ross might have pulled one of the biggest finesse moves in hip-hop history, allegedly taking millions from Meech without him even realizing it. The talk started when insiders began connecting the dots between Ross's success and his ties to the BMF story. Everyone knows that Ross's 2010 hit BMF, Blowin' Money Fast, helped push his career to new heights. The song, which pays homage to Big Meech and the BMF legacy, became an anthem, solidifying Ross as one of the top rappers in the game. But what people didn't know at the time was that there were claims that Ross never actually got Meech's blessing before making the track. When the song blew up, Ross positioned himself as the face of the BMF movement in hip-hop, all while Meech was behind bars with no control over how his name was being used. That's when the whisper started. Did Rick Ross financially benefit from BMF's story without properly compensating the man who built it? According to some close to the situation, Ross made millions off the BMF brand, from music to merchandise to performances. Meanwhile, Meech, who was still serving his sentence, allegedly never saw a dime from it. This isn't the first time Rick Ross has been accused of finessing his way into success. People have always pointed out that his rap name itself was inspired by the real Freeway Ricky Ross, a former drug kingpin who has openly criticized the rapper for using his identity. Now, with these claims about Meech surfacing, some are saying Ross has a pattern of aligning himself with street legends to boost his career, without actually giving them their due credit. Meech, for the most part, has remained silent on the situation, but those who know him say that if these rumors are true, he's definitely not happy about it. To be locked up and see someone else profit off your legacy without getting a cut, that's not something a man like Meech would take lightly. Meanwhile, Rick Ross continues to live his best life, with multiple businesses, a massive mansion he loves to flex, and a lifestyle that screams success. He doesn't seem too worried about the noise. But as the conversation around Rolling Loud, Lil Durk, and Big Meech's money keeps growing, it's clear that his name is once again at the center of some major drama. Only time will tell if any of these claims hold weight, but one thing's for sure, Rick Ross always finds a way to stay ahead, no matter who gets left behind.